Good evening, WWE Universe. Last night, for the second time, CM Punk left the WWE as champion, leaving us without the best in the world and a champion. Tonight, that will change in our main event, with a TLC Fatal 4-Way for the WWE title between Y2J Chris Jericho, John Cena, Daniel Bryan, and the returning legend that is Rob Van Dam. Good evening, YouTube. It's Brett here from Overtime Gaming with you once again. As you see, Colin Cassidy and Enzo Amore taking out the International Airstrike, the team of Tyson Kidd and Justin Gabriel, who have a match tonight against Cody Rhodes and Damien Sandow. Team Rhodes Scholars. Be a great matchup here. You saw earlier our general manager, our owner, Vince McMahon, give us the message about our WWE title contendership. Of course, last night at Extreme Rules, CM Punk left the WWE, leaving the WWE for the foreseeable future. He retained his title against Y2J Chris Jericho last night, meaning he left as champion, meaning the WWE did not have a world champion in its ranks. You heard Mr. McMahon say to counteract that, he created the new WWE title and is putting it up for grabs tonight in a fatal 4-way between John Cena, Y2J Chris Jericho, Goatface Daniel Bryan, and the return of Rob Van Dam in a TLC match. Going to be an incredible matchup. But first, we've got this matchup today. Of course, the injured Tyson Kidd and Justin Gabriel. Justin Gabriel lucky to be back here tonight after the beatdown at the hands of Mark Henry yesterday. He did get stretchered off, but all came back positive, and he is okay to compete. As you see, he is taking it to Cody Rhodes right now. International Airstrike just completely taking apart Team Rhodes Scholars right now. Team Rhodes Scholars have had their problems, of course, with each other. They say they are each other's best friends, but their competitiveness is getting the better of them lately. So we'll have to see how they work as a unit right now. But right now, Tyson Kidd and Justin Gabriel taking it to him. This could be the win, but unlucky for Justin Gabriel, it was a rope break on Cody Rhodes there. But Cody Rhodes gets a big momentum shifting tag right now, and Damien Sandow comes in and is just going nuts on International Airstrike. Just takes out both men and is now going after Justin Gabriel here on the top rope, and the big arm drag off the top rope. That must hurt Justin Gabriel. Damien Sandow definitely showing some anger right now. He is taking it to Jay Gay with the elbow drop there. But Gabriel coming back in it with the big moonsaults of his own. Those high-flying, high-risk moves. And now with the big neck breaker in the corner. Beautiful move there. Tagging in Tyson Kidd now and throwing Tyson Kidd onto Damien Sandow. Really taking it to Team Rhodes Scholars now. And Tyson Kidd with that big flip neck breaker. Beautiful move. And is now taking it to Damien Sandow, just wearing Sandow down, hoping to pressure him into making a tag. And you see Cody Rhodes comes in, gets hit with that flip neck breaker by Tyson Kidd again. And 1, 2, 3, International Airstrike pick up the big victory today against the Team Rhodes Scholars. Great victory for the two of them. As we see, this is Tyson Kidd's first matchup back in the WWE after injury. Good return for him. Although, remember, they were beat down by Enzo Amore and Colin Cassidy, two of our men from NXT. Took them out earlier, and we're not quite sure why. We'll have to find out in future weeks on that one. Now, you see, we've got Big Zeke and Big E. They want to be known as the Big Easy, going up against the Uso brothers. Of course, Big E and Big Zeke, the Big Easy, are the heavies, basically, of Dolph Ziggler and his girlfriend AJ Lee. Of course, AJ Lee, the Divas champion. She had a matchup earlier tonight on our pre-show, which was not recorded for live TV, so you only get 4 matches tonight. But she had a matchup against Nikki Bella and beat her in the singles competition with Dolph Ziggler at her side. Dolph Ziggler, of course, has a big feud at the moment with Shield member Dean Ambrose, the United States champion. So we'll have to see what happens with that in future weeks leading up to the next pay-per-view. And these two, Big E and Big Z, have been taking out the tag team champions Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins, the members of the Shield, in recent weeks, and it's caused a lot of controversy. At Extreme Rules, they had a 6-man tag match against the Shield, ended in disqualification, whilst the team of Big Easy took out the tag team champions. Now, the Uso brothers, on the other hand, won #1 contendership last night against Primo and Epico for the tag team titles the Shield hold. So this is why this matchup is being placed. The feud has forced the WWE Universe into making this a new #1 contenders match for the WWE tag team titles. So if the Usos lose here, they will lose their #1 contenders spots, and Big Easy will pick up that position. And you see Big Easy just completely outmatching the Usos for power right now, and just destroying the Uso brothers right now. The Usos have nothing to combat so much strength here. But you see, this has just turned into an all-out brawl to that now, with every member of the teams inside the ring. The referee counting now to tell the Jey Uso to get out the ring, and there's the 3 count for Jey Uso, and Jey Uso still not out, and there's the 5 count, and Ziggler's heavies, Big Easy, pick up the win here, and a new #1 contenders. But you see, it's the Shield. The Shield have returned. They've taken out both members of Big Easy. They get their own back for all the assaults Big E and Big Z have placed on them, with the titles to the heads. We move on to our next match now between Christian and Wade Barrett. Wade Barrett, of course, picking up the big victory against Randy Orton last night. But then the beatdown from Mark Henry has sent him into a rage, and he's got a match here against Christian. And you see Barrett enraged right now and is just completely destroying Christian, not letting Christian get a single move in, just destroying him with power moves. You can see the anger in Barrett, and he is taking it out on Christian right now with continued suplexes here. Just suplex after suplex has got to be doing some big damage to the back of Christian. You see the big power bomb now, and Barrett definitely trying to destroy Christian, letting a lot of his anger out with the suplexes again. There is no escape for Christian in this one, and it's now Barrett's signature completely destroys the back of Christian, and Barrett's seeing the end now. He knows the end is in sight, and he comes with the big slam now. Beautiful move by Wade Barrett, completely destroys Christian tonight. Christian had no chance with the anger of Wade Barrett there, and there is the 3 count. Barrett picks up the easy victory, completely destroyed Christian in that one. But if you look up to the ramp, there is Mark Henry. Henry's come back for more, but Barrett's coming to him now. He's had enough of the attacks, the sneak attacks on him by Mark Henry, and he's now moving up the ramp to go one-on-one with Mark Henry. The referee holding him back, and now the 3 members of security are out. But Barrett beats through them and punches Henry in the face. Henry comes over the top, and he just takes out Barrett. But we do manage to split them up now, as we have to move on to our main event. We'll have to see what happens with that in future weeks. But we move on to our main event, the TLC Fatal 4-way match for the WWE title, the vacant WWE title, left behind by the champion CM Punk, who has now left the company. And of course, we've introduced the 4 men: Cena, Daniel Bryan, Y2J and RVD. This is a star-studded match, and all 4 of these men definitely deserve this shot. Cena, of course, the former champion, lost it to CM Punk because of Jericho's interference. Jericho then won #1 contendership over Cena, but lost last night against CM Punk. So those 2 men definitely deserve to be here. Bryan, the favourite for the fans, crowd favourite, they voted him in. And RVD, the returning legend. As you see the big move by RVD off the top rope there. But who is going to get up from this? He just completely destroyed Daniel Bryan on that move. But Bryan is up now, and Bryan looking to go on the offensive on RVD now after being slammed off the top of the ladder onto the steel floor. And he lifts him up for the suplex. There's a table there. He puts Rob Van Dam through the table. Huge suplex there by Daniel Bryan, and now Daniel Bryan going to the top of the ladder. He's beat down by RVD, but Cena joining him on the same side. He is behind Bryan, but Cena is pulled down, and now RVD pushes Bryan off the top. The ladder falls on top of Daniel Bryan there, but RVD setting the ladder back up. But then the big Hurricane Rana on Daniel Bryan. This is a big matchup now. Jericho's got his hands on the title, but big move by Daniel Bryan pulls him down. Bryan, big diving clothesline on John Cena, and then the big boot to RVD with the diving crossbody. This is a fantastic matchup. Daniel Bryan showing exactly what he's made of, taking it to every man in this match. RVD and John Cena slammed off the top of that ladder by Chris Jericho, and now Jericho suplexing Bryan onto the end of that ladder from the outside. Bryan with the big slam to the face of Chris Jericho, and now he's going to the top. No one's seen him. Jericho and Cena battling out. No one's seen Bryan, and Bryan has won. Bryan is the new WWE champion. What Vince McMahon's going to think about this? We all know he hates Daniel Bryan, but Daniel Bryan is your new WWE champion. We will have to see what happens about this in future weeks, but for now, the face of WWE and Raw is Daniel Bryan. Join us later this week for Ring of Honor. This is WWE Universe, and we're signing out. Now guys, I just want to let you know, not sure when I'm going to be able to get Ring of Honor out. It's probably going to be Saturday, either Friday or Saturday, because of the story I told you about my gran and my auntie. So I hope you're all okay with that. Next week we will all be back to normal, so don't worry about that. But peace out YouTube, we're heading into overtime.